Hey everyone, JT the soccer scholar here, wanting to talk to you a little bit about match day 8 coming up here for the GMC. This is the girls video. And look, we have just 2 match days left. This is what happened on match day 7. Look, in the girls, we've had a fantastic, huge group of teams that have all been vying for the title. And it thinned out just a little bit here, but we still have 6 schools that all have a chance to win the GMC here for the girls. But Mason, big 3-1 winner on the road against Sycamore. And Lakota West, 6-0 winners over Middletown. Oak Hills, 5-1 over Fairfield. And then the game that I was at on Tuesday night was Lakota East versus Colerain. And the Thunderhawks were able to score a couple goals off of some really nice passing. And on senior night, the Thunderhawks get the 5-0 victory. Princeton and Hamilton actually will play this coming Monday to make up for that game there. But with that said, take a look here at the girls' standings. Now, with the losses for Fairfield and Colerain, they've now been edged out, so they will not be able to win the GMC in any kind of crazy, chaotic fashion. But we still have the top 5 here that all have a legitimate shot. Now, it's definitely a little bit more of a long shot here for Lakota West, but Mason and Lakota East, with their wins, they both have 17 points. They still continue to lead the GMC. Oak Hills, just 2 points behind at 15 points. They're coming on strong here later in the season. Sycamore was edged out by Mason. That 3-1 win on the road, I should say, for Mason was huge because the Comets, obviously, those 2 teams were tied for first. Now the Comets are in first with Lakota East. Sycamore now is kind of on the outside looking in. And as I mentioned before, Lakota West, they're coming on a little late here too, but still coming on. 12 points for them. Theoretically, if things get all chaotic in the finish here, if Lakota West can win both out of their matches and Mason and Lakota East do no more than draw with their final 2 matches, and some things happen with Oak Hills and Sycamore, obviously Lakota West, that's how you got to have it, Firebirds. But clearly right now it's looking more and more like it's going to be between Mason, Lakota East, and Oak Hills, depending on how results go down. So let's talk about these results. This one is a big one. Oak Hills hosting Sycamore. It's on the west side of Cincinnati. Obviously, how does Sycamore bounce back after having fate in their hands and letting Mason take it away with the 3-1 win? Oak Hills has, to be honest, from the start of the season, kind of been playing without fate in their hands. They had the loss to Lakota East and a Mason kind of early in the season, but they are just continuing to do business as they go down the back half of the season here. So Oak Hills obviously wanting to stay right behind Lakota East and Mason. Sycamore trying to see if they can jump back up and see what happens. This one actually, I've been going with the Highlanders the last several matches here. Really, a lot of the games all season long. I'm going with Kevin Sproul's group again. Sophia Kersey, Presley Pennekamp, Abby Cole. All those players are just clicking on all cylinders offensively. I'm going to take the Highlanders to keep trying to see if they can have something happen at the top here to get themselves into the GMC title. Princeton and Mason. So the Comets, the big 3-1 win on the road. They go on the road again to Princeton. And you want to make sure that if you're the Comets, you don't have that letdown. You had a big, huge win against Sycamore. But I think that Coach Andy Scher and the Comets, he's been in the business a long time. He knows how to coach these girls up. I think that Comets are going to continue with that momentum and get the win here on the road against Princeton. Colerain and Hamilton. Hamilton has had just not quite the season that they've really wanted compared to this. They're kind of in the bottom part of the league. They haven't really got things going. Colerain just with this loss to Lakota East, that's what put them out. I mean, they were still in the title contention there for a while. Cardinals doing a really good job with Coach Felisa Waldock. And I'll tell you what, I know the Cardinals, they lost their starting goalkeeper to an injury, so it's trying to get things back in the mix here. Taya Pence is very good for Hamilton, but I actually see the Colerain Comets kind of bouncing back, getting a win here at home. Middletown and Lakota East, I'm thinking the Thunderhawks are going to continue to keep things going with a win here on the road. And then this one should be a very interesting contest here. Fairfield and Lakota West. Fairfield just got edged out for the title race. Lakota West has to win and see if other things happen here. I think this is going to be a really good group, really good matchup here between these 2 teams. I might actually be going there tomorrow, so I won't say anything about it, but it should be a good one.